there are all different kinds of meditation. You could be still, you could be putting thoughts away, you could do walking meditations, you could do working meditations. There's all kinds of ways of meditating. This is a guided meditation. This is like the easiest way to do this. And I'm excited to do this for you. This is actually my first time giving a guided meditation with somebody over the internet, so I'm excited to do this. Are you guys ready? So just get yourselves comfortable as you possibly can. You could be sitting in a chair. You don't have to sit in a special position. It's preferable to have your spine upright, but if laying down is more comfortable for you, that's fine. What you don't want to do is fall asleep, and that will be a really easy thing to happen to you when we get really, really quiet here. And get yourself settled in and just start relaxing. Get into a position where you feel very, very, very comfortable and very safe, okay? This might be a little bit scary for you. It's going to be quite fantastic if you can totally surrender to it. And just get yourself centered. So is everybody ready? Yes? Okay, take a deep breath in. And then you're going to hold it and release very slowly. And as you're doing this, just kind of do this at your own pace. Just breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. So you breathe in and hold it, and then out again through the mouth. But go at your own pace. Don't feel like you have to go with me, okay? And just watch the breathing. You can do this with eyes closed or eyes opened. It's really up to you. Again, if you close your eyes, there's a chance you may have a mystical experience, but there's also a chance you may fall asleep. So try to stay with me. All right, so we're breathing in. Now relax your body. Just feel all those kinks, all that tension. And just move your muscles around. Just get all that nice and loose and comfortable. And totally, totally relax. Bring your attention to your hands. Carry a lot of tension in our hands. Relax your hands. Just feel them feel heavy. Feel the heaviness of the hand, whether your hands are in your lap or beside you. Feel their weight. Relax your arms. Relax your shoulders. Relax your neck. Continue to breathe and just chillax. Bring your attention down to your feet. Wiggle your toes. And just say to your feet, relax. Relax. It's okay to relax. Nothing needs to be done. This time is for you. Because you're worth it. Relax your legs. Feel the weight of all the weight getting into your legs and feet. Feel the gravity of it all. Continue to breathe. And feel into the space that you are. Completely feel into it. Look around the room. Get a sense of your space. And feel perfectly, perfectly safe. Feel into the relaxation. Feel into that gravity that you feel in your hands and in your shoulders. Feel that stillness. Become that stillness. Let all the thoughts go. Let all the tension go. Let all that stuff you're holding on to go. And just feel your beingness. Feel your presence. And know that you exist. Feel your existence. Feel that sense of life in you. That sense of awareness in you. Feel the witness in you, not the person, but become the witness, the one just observing, not the one doing, just the one here, being. This space is beyond words. There are no words to define this space, this calmness, this peace, because all of the words are caught in time. The space that we're creating right now is beyond time. It's beyond identity. The mind might try to come in and say, I am the one being here. I am the being. We all love to say that, right? I am, I am, I am. Anybody on a spiritual path loves to say that. You're actually not I am. You're behind I am. You're just the one witnessing, the one observing behind I am. You're simply beingness. Beingness without history. Beingness without reason. Without a reason for being here. There is no reason to be here. There's no thing that brought us here. Just be one with the beingness. Presence. Presence without purpose. Presence without agenda. Without the need to do anything at all except sit and observe and be. Breathe in deeply and release. Get in touch with the beingness and let go of the story that brought you to beingness. It doesn't need a story. It doesn't need a person. Because beingness is eternal. This one who's witnessing is eternal. This one witnessing is you. And you are forever. This witness is forever. Separate from the body, looking through the body, but it's not a body. When the body dies, This awareness remains. The witness remains. You remain just as you are. Now. Because there's only now. And the life that you thought was just a dream. A recurring dream, perhaps, but a dream no less. Continue to breathe and use the breath as your anchor to the attention. When the mind tries to drift and thoughts come in, maybe something from work will pop in that you have to do tomorrow. Maybe some drama today pops into your mind. Just recognize it. Don't get frustrated by it. And say to yourself, I don't have to think about that now, because right now I'm in touch with beingness. And I can think about that later. There's nothing that has to be done right now. Nothing at all. Nowhere to go. There's nowhere you need to be. There's nothing for you to do except be and realize that you are the witness. And the witness lasts forever. The witness remains forever. Because there is only the witness. The witness of the dream. Realize that because this remains forever, that all things, all dreams, all experiences are temporary through the eyes of the witness who is infinite and eternal. Your entire life that we take so serious is a dream and temporary. No different from the dreams of your sleep. No less important. No more important. Witness and realize that thoughts and things are merely toys. They're toys for an infinite mind to play with. All thoughts and things, everything that you think is life, everything that you do in the world, the good and the bad, are games and toys for you to play with. Dreaming is something to do in a world of infinite imagination and infinite possibility. Breathe in deeply. And as you release the breath, realize that it's okay to just play. Just play. Nothing else is required of you, but simply to play. You can take life serious, just like you could take a game serious, but only for the sake of better play. Be in touch with the child in you who's here to play because it's fun. Having fun? Can you feel the relief of this message? As you exhale all the tension that you're holding on to from the toys, worried about the toys, worried about the game, worried about winning, worried about not embarrassing yourself. I think if you're not embarrassing yourself, you're not having any fun. But that's just me. Breathe in, and as you exhale, feel the relief. Feel the relief. Feel into it. Just embody the relief of this message. That you are a child in an infinite imagination, an infinite toy room. It's a playroom that goes on forever. That could be anything you want. Anything. And you chose to play the game that you're playing for the sake of playing. For the sake of the joy of it. And the growth that comes from it. This relief is the bliss that I talk about all the time on the show. Absolute bliss from the freedom of being a child forever. There's no judgment. Some of you might feel like you need to cry. Just cry. Cry tears of relief. Because it's okay. You're perfectly fine. You're perfectly safe. You're perfectly held. Forever. Without judgment. Feel this relief and know that this message has been seeking you for as long as you have been seeking it. The seeking is over. All of the seeking takes place in the dream. But you're just the witness. Some of you won't be able to get with this. Your mind's probably racing. And perhaps the logical mind is revolting against this with reason and logic of time and space and materialism. No, it can't be. It's impossible that I could just be here. It's not possible. What about the earth? What about physics? What about all these things that make me who I am? And culture. It's all imagination. It's all the dream. just another toy in the toy room to play with. Time is just another toy. When you put the toy of time down, it doesn't exist. What is time to the witness who lives forever? It's meaningless. It's a phantom. It doesn't mean anything. What is space in this infinite playroom? It's no thing in nowhere in no time. And lasts forever. You are nothing. No thing. Simply the witness, looking through the eyes of a toy that you call your body. There's nothing to understand. It's unknowable. So be comfortable in the unknown. Be comfortable with the mystery, because you are the mystery. You create the mystery. Seeking. The mystery is another game of hide and seek. How many times can I hide this from myself? How many times can I forget? How many times can I fall into the illusion of the dream? How many times can I fall for the joke? Take a deep breath in. And feel the relief of these words and exhale. This is what it is to be one with the Father. This is what Jesus is talking about. This is what the Buddha is talking about. This is what Krishna is talking about. This place, this no place of the witness. Now thoughts will come in. They're going to continue to come in and invade your space. It's okay. It's okay. And this will get easier with practice. And as the thoughts come in, just recognize them and set them aside to play with later. If you lock your focus onto the logical mind, and if you lock your focus onto those thoughts will pull you into another game. They will pull you into the dream. Where everything is at play. Instead, be in touch with the witness and laugh as you see the futility in trying to understand this. See the futility in trying to understand the unknowable. It's too much for human consciousness. You can't see it as a human. You can only see it as a witness who's abandoned the idea of being a human, except to play, as in a costume you put on to play a game. And instead of being frustrated by not knowing, the ego hates this. It hates not knowing. Replace that feeling, replace that yearning of knowing with gratitude. Gratitude that you live in an infinite playground of the mind. Gratitude that you live forever. Forever. Because all words are caught in time. All concepts are caught in time. They're caught in the dream. So any concepts you have to try to explain it are part of the dream. They're part of the playground and not real. So in this sense, knowledge is ignorance, as Christian mystics would say. Because what we are saying, what we are witnessing, is beyond concepts. It transcends concepts. It's before concepts. It's before ideas. It's just witnessing. Instead, just sit here with me at the door. This door is the threshold of consciousness. Sit next to the door in the uncomfortableness. And as the uncomfortableness becomes comfortable, the door will open for you. But you, the person, can't go through that door. Only you, the witness, can go through that door. You have to leave the person at the door. Only beingness can fall through it. As we get closer to this door, if you're not a regular practitioner of these, as you get closer to this door, the thoughts are going to come in faster and faster because the ego hates this message. This is a kind of death for the ego. It's not permanent death. It's just a checking the ego and saying, no, It's like taming the lion, as I say. Taming the lion. Some of you might feel very, very exhausted right now. Very sleepy. This is kind of a defense mechanism of the mind. And the exhaustion's coming. It comes over you because you're taking off a lot of layers as we do this. You're letting go of a lot of things. And you're building a new world model for yourself. And what you're doing is, it's kind of like being at the gym. You're working out the muscle of imagination. It's okay. Just notice that you're getting sleepy. This is a practice that gets easier over time, which is kind of a joke. I should say it gets easier through repetition. And through repetition of this, you go deeper and deeper and deeper, until you realize grace, until you fully realize that you are held forever, completely, perfectly held in the arms of the Father. And in that grace, you should realize compassion for those playing the game with passion and ignorance, and smile at that. Smile at the joy of that. Smile at the joy of their realization, because everyone will realize this eventually, because all the dreams are temporary. Eventually the dream stops and you remember who you are, and you become the witness again, until you decide to play again and go back to your playroom. Take a deep breath. And exhale. And as you come back to the body, realize that you're not the body. You're the witness looking through the body. That you're not your name. You're not what you do. You're not what culture tells you you are. You're just the witness, pretending to be you, for the mere joy of doing that. For the mere joy of playing. And you're perfectly safe. So play. And in the bliss of that playing, realize love. Realize that love is all there is. That love is all there ever was. And that love is all that ever will be. And it's perfect, just as it is. Take a deep breath in. Wiggle your toes. Wiggle your fingers. Roll your shoulders around. Turn your neck. Feel into the body. Open your eyes if they're closed. And as you open your eyes, take a look around this dream that you're in. Look at it with fresh eyes. I want you to look around your room with different eyes than you were looking at it just before we started this meditation. I want you to see the dreamlike quality of it. Be amazed at how real it seems. Just as your dreams feel real to you when you sleep. When you're in the dream, they feel very, very real. Anyone who's ever had a lucid dream will tell you that. It's indistinguishable from reality because they are one and the same thing. Reality is just a dream. Forever. A dream within a dream. Forever. And so it is. And so it is. That's it. And we're back. Back in the dream. Now, some of you might have had an interesting experience with that. Some of you might be pretty used to that. But the more you do it, the deeper you'll go every time. And the more you do it, the more the dream will reveal itself to you as a dream. Look for the dream in your reality and you'll find it every time. And each time it'll seem unbelievable. It'll just seem completely unbelievable. But do this enough and it becomes believable. And from believable, it becomes knowing. And with knowing, you're free. Forever. Thank you, Rona. I appreciate you so much. Thank you, Heartline. Thank you, Jerome. Thank you, Kelly. You're completely awesome. You know, I was getting worried. My dog is snoring so loud. I couldn't even, I don't know if you guys can hear that or not, but he's, just as soon as we started, he just started with his crazy 140-pound snoring. So I don't know if it came through the microphone, but I was like, oh God, here we go. Well, that's it, guys. Believe it or not, we were there for about 45 minutes. And it's a nice little meditation. And if you can get in the habit of doing that as a daily practice, I promise you it'll change your life. Kelly, you miss snoring hounds? Yeah, well, I have to wear earplugs at night. Just so you guys, I have to wear earplugs every night because I can't sleep because he snores so loud. This is like, he's definitely my karma in that way. There have been many girlfriend and ex-wives who have complained of my snoring. And now I've got to deal with a snoring dog. It's very funny. It's quite comical. Yes, Jerome, you're absolutely right. He who finds himself. Absolutely. Well, it was so wonderful spending this time with you. It really, really was. It really, really is. It always is. I love doing this with you guys and hanging out. And did anybody have any kind of weird experience? Anything you want to share in the chat room? Any questions? Anything that you think you want to say? It made you chuckle, Wendy? That's good. It feels good to be a kid. As children, we enter the kingdom of heaven. Because only as children do we realize that we're playing. We're playing a game. You know, that's the only difference between adults and children. Is that adults are playing games too, just like children are. And there's nothing that you can say to argue to me that the games of an adult are any more important to the universe than the games of a child. All of it serves. All of it. The painful stuff just as much as the bliss. It all serves the universe. It all serves God. It all serves you. Because all of it is for your highest good. Well, thank you guys for showing up. I appreciate you so much. This is a quickie. Thank you, Jerome. I appreciate it. You're awesome too. I really appreciate you. You're welcome, Paul. Thank you. Thank you. And thank you guys for showing up. It makes it so much fun when I have such a nice crowd here. It's really, really nice. And we'll do this more often if you guys like this. I love doing this. I do this anyway, whether you're here or not. So, but it's nice to share this with somebody. I hope everybody has a beautiful, beautiful week, filled with love and joy, and filled with that childlike innocence. And this week, when something happens at work and your boss calls you in or some kind of crazy stuff happens, I want you to think back to this meditation and try not to laugh in that situation, because you might feel like laughing. Paul says, can you use a tool like a metronome to focus on while you're meditating? Absolutely, Paul. I love the way a metronome helps me get into that state. Definitely. Awesome. Well, thank you guys very, very much. Have a beautiful night. Bye-bye.